Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Shupard, and if you're watching this, I really hope you enjoy this project. I've been saving it for the week of Christmas because I knew that you would really enjoy it. But I do want to say that if you have some Schoology assignments that you haven't completed yet, I need you to please go in and finish those assignments. The best way to know which assignments are graded is to click on the grades tab in your art Schoology course. And once you click on grades, it'll show you the projects that are graded. And if you have a number in there, then that's your grade. If you don't have a number in there, that means you didn't do it. So please check your grades for art class and please go in and submit your assignments that you're missing. If you have any questions, you can always message me on Schoology and I'll get right back to you. But during winter break, I might not be as fast at replying because I'm going to be spending some time with my family. But Monday and Tuesday, the 21st and the 22nd, I would be more than happy to help you with anything that you need help with. Also, if I don't see you, I hope you have a happy and safe Christmas and winter break.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, how to draw your Among Us crewmate. I knew that you would really enjoy drawing a crewmate from the Among Us game, so I saved it for the last assignment right before Christmas. And actually today I'm going to show you how to draw a crewmate wearing a Santa hat. So I hope you have fun. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is draw the crewmate and then we'll add the Santa hat at the end. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a curved line that's gonna be like the top of the crewmate. And then after you have that, you're gonna just extend that line down the side and down the other side, and you're gonna go ahead and add those legs in there. So the way you do that is a curved line here, and another line here, and then extend that up, and then they have like kind of like a little belly right here, so it's another curved line right there, and then bring this line up like that, so now you have the two legs. All right, the next thing you're gonna do is add on that like face shield piece up here, and that's just an oval. So start right about in the middle of the head and you're gonna draw a fairly large oval, and then you can go ahead and erase out this line right here. Then you're gonna go in and add in their little jetpack or backpack, whatever that thing is, and it's gonna be right here. So start kind of like, let's say this is the middle of his visor. You're gonna come over here, see how that lines up right here with his backpack, and then this comes out his back. It curves down, and don't go all the way down to the bottom of his feet. Just kind of stop right about here and continue the backpack. And then that's the basic shape of a crewmate. Right now we're gonna go ahead and add in the Santa hat. So to add the Santa hat, you're gonna have to add like that woolly part that's at the bottom of the Santa hat. So you can go ahead and add, it looks like a cloud. Just go ahead and add in that cloud part. And then I need you to go in and erase the top of his head, because the top of his head would be inside of the hat. So we're gonna erase that line. And then we need to add the top of the Santa hat. So start right here and curve it. It's like a diagonal line here. And then that comes down. And then you have this little piece that's gonna come down like this. And then we need another little piece of cotton. So we're gonna make another little cloud over here. And then any lines that you might have inside there, you can erase those out. All right, there's our Santa hat. And now let me get some crayons and I can show you how to color it. Now, one thing that you can do to make it look even nicer and to make it look even more like a cartoon character like on the game is to take a Sharpie or a black marker or a black crayon,
basically anything black, and you're gonna make a black outline. A lot of cartoon characters have a black outline. So that's the first thing you're gonna wanna do. After you have all of the lines traced with a Sharpie, another thing that will make your artwork look better is to go back in with an eraser, and any little pencil lines that you have that are still showing that you might have not traced exactly, go ahead and erase those out. Now, one thing that makes Among Us characters a little bit different than just regular cartoon characters is the way that they're colored. And they're usually colored like to have like almost like light shining off of them a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So on the visor here on the front, they're always gonna have a section where it's like left white. It's almost like the light is reflecting off of it. So I have a gray crayon. If you don't have a gray crayon or a colored pencil, maybe you could use a black, but just draw really, really lightly. So you're gonna need this little oval right here, which is gonna stay white in the inside. And then you're gonna take your gray crayon and you're gonna create another section right here that is gonna be like a really, really light gray. And it's gonna be right here. And then the rest of the visor is still gray or silver, but it's gonna be a little bit darker. So just press down a little bit harder with your crayon to get that darker gray. Now, it doesn't have to be like really dark gray, just darker than what you've already done. And another thing, if you don't have a gray crayon or a gray colored pencil, you can actually use a regular pencil for this, because if you notice, when you're writing or when you're drawing with a pencil, it usually looks gray. So you could always just use your pencil for this part too. Just when you're coloring in this area, color really, really lightly, and then press down a little bit harder around the outside of this visor area. The next two colors I'm gonna use are red, and then I have a red orange, because again, we're gonna have part of his little suit that he's wearing, his little space suit is gonna be a darker red, and then there's gonna be a part of his spacesuit that is a lighter red. So I'm drawing this line right here. It's gonna be like my guide. So start right here where his visor ends, like right here, and curve it down. And then it kind of curves like the shape of his belly almost. But again, I think this is because of the way that the light is showing. Like, let's just say the sun was right here. So the sun would be shining, you'd have a reflection right here, and then this part of his spacesuit, and then even this part of his backpack is gonna be a little bit lighter. And I'm just gonna assume that that's because of where the light is shining. So this area inside here, and then also I'm gonna draw this little shape right here as a guide for his backpack or his jetpack, whatever that is. And I'm gonna use my red orange, and that's what I'm gonna color right here inside of this shape that I drew. And if you don't have a red orange crayon and you're just working with just a few colors and you have a red crayon, then just color lightly right here, and it might wind up looking like pink almost, and that's okay. Just so long as it's a little bit lighter than when you use the regular red. So here also is gonna be the red orange. And then I'm gonna use a regular red crayon to color the rest. So it's gonna be starting here and then coloring all the rest of his spacesuit.
And I'm also glad that we did the black outline here too, because that's gonna separate the red that I'm using right here from the red of his backpack. So if we didn't have this black line right here, it would all blend together. It wouldn't exactly look right. So if you didn't trace it with a Sharpie, maybe go back when you're done coloring and maybe trace it at least with a black crayon to separate, at least to separate this area right here, so the red doesn't blend all together. All right, now for the Santa hat. The Santa hat we already know is gonna be white and red. This area right here is obviously gonna be white, and right here is gonna be white, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a shadow right here to make it look, again, like more three-dimensional, and also to make it look like the light is coming in from this side. So I'm using that gray crayon again, and I'm making a little bit of a shadow right here in the bottom of this one, and I'm gonna make a little bit of a gray shadow kind of over here, and just on the bottom of these sections right here. And then I'm gonna leave the rest of that white. All right, and then the last part, I'm gonna use my red crayon and make a nice red Santa hat. Now, technically for your Among Us character, you could color it whatever color you wanted. I just made it red because of Christmas, but you can color yours whatever color you want and give him a nice little Santa hat. I'm also gonna put some other pictures on Schoology. If you want to do a different hat for him, you could do a snowman hat, Christmas tree hat, you could do a candy cane hat. So just pick whichever kind of hat you wanna do. Make it super cute, super Christmassy, and then go ahead and post that picture on Schoology and let me see what you were drawing at home. Like I said before, I hope you have a happy, safe, and healthy Christmas, and hopefully I will see you soon. I miss you. Merry Christmas.